Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Hey everyone, Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, owner of PutYourselfFirst.com. Today, going to talk about what's been going on with me and this little gem right here. On the last full week of Les Mills Combat, and I have to say, I'm pretty pleased and pretty. The workouts in this whole program have just blown by. Now, I think a few podcasts ago I told you about how we had to really do this program in kind of the confinements of a smaller apartment. So I sympathize with many of you out there that have limited space. And I didn't have my weights with me, so I was like loading up a suitcase, etc. And I know like Dave Eubanks out there and all you people that are on flight crews, you're just like scrounging for something to do with weights if you don't have that at your hotel. So anyway, I'm so glad to now have my weights. As a matter of fact, I'm in my little gym here. It's quite packed with a lot of things. But this one, today I banged out one of the workouts is called Shaq Playa. If you're familiar with Insanity or P90X, even Turbo Fire, you're used to plyometric moves where you're just doing many different jumps and things like that. Now, Shaq Plyo, it's only like 30 minutes long, and while it's not the hardest plyo workout out there, it will humble you really quick, and you can't discount it because it's kind of like Tony Horton's plyometrics in P90X, where you're like, I can do this, and then it just sneaks up on you. There's one thing where you're doing these little lunges, and you're just kind of pulsing for 2, and then switching legs, pulsing for 2, and then you're having to do the jumps and into a lunge, and that's one thing that's kind of your quads are feeling it. And the whole idea with the Shaq Plyo is it's gonna get that heart rate up there. And so that's where it's kind of a high intensity interval training type of workout in combat. And the other thing with that workout, I mean, it goes by Lickety Split. Like I said, it's only 28 minutes long, but there's you've got different types of push-ups in there, and it's got I think there's some side plank type of moves that you do in there. Plus, you're doing squats and jumps and burpees and things like that. So it does go fast. Then you follow that one up, at least I did today, with, oh gosh, what do they call it? It's called a core attack. And core attack is the ab workout within combat. Now, in true Les Mills form, most of the workouts that you do, there's some sort of ab track at the very end. But this one's about 18 minutes long, 17 minutes long. And I'll tell you what, you end up holding plank and really having to engage your core on a lot of the moves. While there's some crunch types of moves in there, there's one that I just find to be absolutely killer. You start off and you're doing these little slow scissors while you're laying on your back, and you're doing scissors with your legs very, very slowly. And then right after that, you're grabbing. It progressively works you up to this move, but then you grab a dumbbell. I grab anywhere from 7.5 to 10 pounds, and oh my gosh, it's super heavy. And so you come up into a crunch, and then you go full out, length out with your body, and then come up into a pike with your weight. And you do that for a minute and a half, and oh my gosh, it just works on you. So results so far with this program, while I need to do a weigh-in this week, I think I've dropped about 10 pounds, maybe a little bit more. I'm very, very happy with the holiday weight, and actually the weight gain that I got from Body Beast. I'm starting to get back into that zone, but I've still got some good definition from Body Beast. I know a lot of people are out there going, you're gonna lose all that muscle. You know what, for me, I didn't really want to be super huge and bulky anyway. I like my jeans to fit. I like my other clothing to fit. And so that's, you know, and I worked so hard to get back that way. So combat has really helped me shave things down. And I got a few favorites in here. There is one called Power Kata. It's mixed martial arts again, but there are just some moves in there that are just so much fun. You know, everything from capoeira to doing some Muay Thai to karate, just different. And all these moves go to some sort of really cool, fun music. And so I guess that's what makes it go by so fast, is when you just feel like you're, you know, in your groove. Now, one thing I did yesterday, oh my gosh, I don't know if I even have these here. Yeah, I do. I went and popped, and I couldn't do the whole workout this way. I've got some Ironwear weighted gloves. Now, I know that we've got these with the combat. These are not weighted. You know, these will just make you feel powerful. But these babies, 2 pounds on your arms, you know, doing the crosses and the uppercuts and stuff like that. Oh, I can feel it all across my back and shoulders today. I could not do the whole workout that way, but I survived about 15 minutes with these babies. So to take it up a notch, that was a blast. The upper body blowout is a great weighted workout. Really, really awesome. And even the lower body one. There is a power hit. There are a couple hit workouts. One's a Shaq Playa I told you about, and the power hit. Those are a couple favorites. So when I see them on the menu for the day, I'm like, oh, yeah, I love that. I can do that. Probably the other big favorite is the 60-minute live workout. Now, I know there's a 30-minute live in here. I've never done it. It never came up on my schedule. But the 60-minute live is just a blast because it's this big, you know, indoor stadium that they've got a bunch of people doing the workout with you, just like you would in a live body combat at a gym. You would have those. So anyway, I highly recommend combat to do, even if it's doing an additional, you know, if you're like, oh gosh, I got to do Insanity or I got to do P90X, stuff like that. You know, this can be a nice little extra bonus workout. It will challenge you, definitely. But just with all the movements and the twisting and everything like that, you work your shoulders, your arms, your core, your legs, and you're just a bundle of sweat by the time you're done. So it's been a blast. Can't wait to share my results on that and hear what you have to say about your experience with combat, or, you know, maybe you've got some questions about it that I need to answer for you, and I can do that. Just comment in that little section below here on the page and I'll get back to you. So anyway, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.